ESA astronaut Paolo Nespoli from Italy will shortly be returning to Earth after almost 5 months on board the International Space Station. He's been in orbit as part of a barter agreement between NASA and the Italian Space Agency ASI. It's Paolo's third spaceflight since he first visited the ISS in 2007. This mission is called Vita, which stands for Vitality, Innovation, Technology and Ability. Preparations for the spaceflight began many months before launch and involved a lengthy training period with the station's international partners. Paolo was then transferred to the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan, along with crewmates Randy Bresnik from NASA and Soyuz commander Sergey Ryazansky from Russia.
Turbo pumps at flight speed and liftoff.
On July the 28th, they lifted off towards low Earth orbit. Travelling inside a Soyuz MS-05, the latest incarnation of Russia's 50-year-old crew capsule. They were fast-tracked to the ISS, arriving in just 6 hours. Paolo was welcomed back on board the station that he last left in 2011. Much has changed since then, and as flight engineer he began to familiarise himself with a huge array of new hardware. Floating 400 kilometres above the Earth, the ISS requires constant maintenance to perform its operational and life support functions. Every crew member is assigned an ongoing schedule of tasks to keep the 17-year-old spacecraft in working order. This includes managing various supply vehicles, such as the US commercial spacecraft Dragon, which ferries supplies and experiments to and from orbit. Paolo took part in its capture and release using the station's 17-metre robotic arm. Living and working in microgravity takes its toll on the body. During his time in orbit, Paolo's spine has grown longer and his bones and muscles have weakened. By monitoring these and other changes in astronauts, scientists are able to improve the management of future space missions and gain a better understanding of degenerative conditions such as osteoporosis back on Earth. Throughout the Vita mission, Paolo has carried out a varied program of experiments for the station's international partners. The ISS is essentially an orbiting laboratory, and the unique conditions on board have led to groundbreaking studies in areas such as biology, materials science and fluid physics. It's also an opportunity to showcase new technologies and inspire the next generation of scientists and astronauts. Floating high above Italy, where he was born in the same year that Sputnik began the space race, Paolo Nespoli will soon re-enter the Soyuz capsule and begin his descent to Earth. With almost a year in orbit behind him, ESA's most senior astronaut has once again pushed the boundaries of Europe's continuing presence in space.